song for you. It's actually got a couple of stories in it. It's a truck driving tune. So I hope y'all listen real close because there might be something very poignant in here. And if you find it, please send me a note. I just looked up poignant the other day. I still don't know quite what it means, but it sounds pretty fancy when you're on a microphone. One, two, three. This is how you get started. Well, I stopped at a roadhouse in Texas with a little place called Hamburgers. I heard that song on the jukebox, that song about a truck driving man. So pour me another cup of coffee. For me is the best in the land. I'll take a nickel in the jukebox and play that truck driving man. Coffee. Well, I thanked her and called her back again. I said that song on the jukebox sure sounds a lot like me, cause I am a truck driving man. Well, pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I'll put the nickel in the jukebox and play the truck driving man. Play a little fiddle now. They just call me Booger. Well, that waitress that brought me that coffee, she came over to my table and said, "Well, son, is that your big rig sitting out there in the parking lot?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, it is. I'm mighty proud of that. That's the biggest truck you can buy and put on the road. It is shiny clean and it's all mine." She just smiled a little and said, "Son, you know, that is a nice truck you got, but that ain't the biggest rig out there." She goes, "You know, my husband, he's a big rig driver too." About then, I heard this little sound off in the distance. And about then, the coffee in my cup started to shake a little. And then that cup started shaking on that saucer. And the next thing you know, the pictures on the wall were just flapping back and forth. It seemed whatever it was getting closer. Kept making that noise too. I looked at that waitress, she says, "That's my husband, and that's his big rig. He's coming right now." They call it the Orange Blossom Special. That waitress, that little smile on her face, she turned around and went back to the counter. My head was hung just a little low, but she was right. I wasn't driving the biggest rig out there. So I put a $5 bill down on that table and started to head to the door. I walked out there feeling just a little more humble. But I stepped out into that sunshine and looked over at my truck, and I started to feel a little better. There's a little bit of spring in my step now, so I guess you can imagine what I did next. Well, I jumped back aboard my old semi, and then like a flash I